I'm going to be doing my major 7th chords in the keys of F and A. So starting out with the key of F, my root notes for the first position will be right here. And so that major chord without the 7th is going to be like this. Then to change it to the 7th, it'll sound more like this. So then changing to the second position, my root notes will be right here, with that normal major chord being like this. Then changing to the major 7th being more like this. And moving on to the third position, my root notes will be here. And for the bottom 4 strings, to make it a little easier for the major position of this chord, it's going to be like this. Then to change it to the 7th major chord, it's going to be like this. Moving on to the the fourth position of the F scale, whatever you want to call it. For the 5th position, my root notes will be here. And that major chord would be like this. Then the major 7th would be more like this. And finally, for the 5th position, my root notes in the key of F would be right here. And my major chord would be kind of like this. Then the major 7th would become this. Right, so moving on to the key of A, I'm going to start off in the first position, so my roots will be right here. And that normal major chord would be like this. Then switching to the major 7th would be more like this. Then changing to the second position, just to make it a little bit easier, I'm going to scoot to the 12th fret. I could start this off with an open A string, but it's kind of the same thing, just repeat it at the 12th fret. But my roots will be right here. Then for my major chord, it'd be like this. Then my 7th major chord sounds like this. Then switching to the 3rd position for my key of A chords, my roots will be right here. Normally my bottom 4 of my major chord would sound like this. For my 7th though, I'll just scoot that bottom string back 1 fret, make it this. Then moving on to the 4th position, my major root notes will be right here for the key of A. Then my chord for just a normal major A chord would be right here. And changing that to the A7 major chord would be this. And then finally for the 5th position of the key of A, my root notes would be here. And that chord for just a major chord would be like this. And changing it to the 7th would be like this.